Our first interactive program, we ask for an age, then say how old they'll be next year. Friendly and completely broken. Predict what happens when someone types 20. They typed 20 and a type error, adding a string to a number. But they typed a number, so why is age a string? Because of one rule that catches every beginner. Let's get into it. Input. How your program listens to whoever's using it. Start with input at its friendliest. Here's the friendly version. Just text, no math to break. Input shows your prompt, then stops the whole program and waits until the user types something and presses enter. Whatever they typed lands in name. The prompt goes right inside the parentheses. It asks, they type Sam, it greets them. That pause and wait is the heart of input. The program freezes on that line until there's an answer. Nothing after it runs until they hit enter. Names are text, so this works. The trouble starts when you expect a number. The rule behind the crash. Input always hands you back a string. Text, no matter what the user types. Type the digits 20, and you don't get the number 20, you get the text 20, quotes and all. Python can't know if you wanted a number, a code, or a phone number, so it plays it safe and always gives you text. Don't take my word for it. Let's just ask input what type it handed back, right after the user types a number. They typed 20, and the type is str, a string. That's the whole cold open mystery. Age was text, so age plus 1 tried to glue a number onto text, and Python refused. Input isn't broken. It's doing exactly what it promised. And the fix writes itself. Convert the moment it comes in. We wrap the input in int. Input hands back the text 20, and int immediately turns it into the number 20. Read it inside out. Input runs first and gets the text, then int converts it. Now age is a number, so adding 1 works. 20 in, 21 out. That int wrapper is the single most important habit for interactive programs. The instant you read a number, convert it. Read as text, convert straight away, then use it. And here's a tip for reading nested calls like this. Always work from the inside out. The innermost thing runs first, so input runs, gets the text, then int wraps around it and converts. Not every number is whole. For prices and measurements, reach for float instead of int. If they might type a decimal like 999, int would choke on the dot. Float accepts it. Then we do real money math. Adding 10% tax, 999 becomes 1099, plus a trail of digits. That's just how computers store decimals, and we'll tidy it with rounding later. The rule is simple. Whole numbers use int. Decimals use float. Let's build a real little tool. A 2-number adder, the classic first interactive program. Two numbers, each read and converted on the spot. A clear prompt every time, so the user always knows what you're asking. Good prompts are half of good input. 7, 8, 15. It asked, we answered, it computed. Prompt, read, convert, use. That 4-step rhythm is the skeleton of every interactive program there is. A login screen, a checkout, a game menu. Under the hood, they're all doing what these 3 lines do, just scaled up. You've written the shape of every interactive app. One real-world habit, calling back to strings. Watch us tidy up whatever the user throws at us. People type messily, extra spaces, odd capitals. Strip removes the spaces at the ends. and title neatly capitalizes each word. We chain them right onto the input, cleaning the text as it arrives. They typed Sam with random spaces and capitals, and we welcomed a clean, properly cased Sam. Cleaning input right where you read it makes your programs feel polished. Those string methods you learned earn their keep here. But users don't always cooperate. Same safe-looking code. But what if they type the word 20 spelled out? Int can't read that. Predict it. A value error. Int couldn't turn the word 20 into a number, so it crashed. This is the reality of input. People mistype. Leave it blank. Type letters. For now, just know it can happen. Later, try and accept will let us catch it and ask again instead of crashing. Input pauses your program and reads whatever the user types. The one rule to never forget is that it always returns a string, even for digits. So convert it right away with int or float when you need a number. We also cleaned messy input with strip and title, and saw that bad input can crash in with a value error. Prompt, read, convert, use. Ask for a name and an age, then print a sentence using both. You'll need input, int, and a little math. Next, something that quietly separates amateurs from pros: comments, and how to write ones actually worth reading.